行くぞ。痛みを知れ。
Good morning, everybody. Painblade back here again from Server 1 representing Untitled Tribes Lab. And today, guys, the predictions came true. We're getting Pain and Konan tomorrow, which is huge because this finally marks the end of the Akatsuki group. And I think the only thing might be left maybe is Toby or Obito if they decide to release them as Akatsuki. But at this point, in my opinion, Akatsuki's over, which is great because there's a lot of reasons here to be excited. Number one, because we've completed the group. Number two, this might be the last FG, the flashback genealogy, and at the same time we might be getting new events. And not to mention that Bandai has announced another 4-stage announcement that they're going to be doing through August, which is actually marking their half anniversary, which is great because a lot of us were like, you know what, when are they going to do this? When are they going to do this? So what I want to do, guys, is I actually want to go through the announcements, my predictions, what to expect, what I hopefully they do, and what to look forward to tomorrow. So the first question on a lot of people's mind is Pain has said he's no longer wailing. Have I stopped? Absolutely. I have not done any wailing at all for the last 2 weeks, like zero. Like we're talking about nothing, not a penny. But will that change when Pain comes out? So I may. And the reason why I say I may is because it all depends on his kit. Now, I obviously want to collect all the characters. That's always been the idea. But if he is a character that isn't bringing anything to the table, I may try to pull for him a couple times. If I don't get him, I'll probably stop. So I will still make a summon video with a very small amount. And we'll see if my luck takes me anywhere. But if he's a fantastic character and he brings a lot to the table, I will be pulling for him. And that will be one of the only times I do any sort of wailing is when a new character is out that I really want, right? So don't rest assured there will be a summon video tomorrow. I will give my input and analysis on the characters, and hopefully they are going to be a make or break kind of character because we've been waiting for that for a while. None of these new characters that have come out have really been that. Kakuzu being the exception, he was really good, but he still doesn't make or break in my opinion in a PvP perspective. All right, so now let's get into the announcements, okay? So the first thing they're doing is the round 1 announcements. You guys remember this last time. They did a round announcement on the 1 million download, which featured a free UR, which is Naruto in this case. But in this circumstance, they're not doing a free UR. Instead, what they're doing is they're doing a free SR. And I'm just going to skip to the section for a second. And the actual SR is a Sasuke Hebi, which is amazing. Now, if you don't have Sasuke right now as the OG UR, and you need somebody to replace that role, I'm hoping that he is a stunner. Because if he's a stunner, I actually may be putting him on my team and removing one of my URs. Because my current OG Sasuke UR Hebi is one of my favorite players in the game. One of my favorite characters. So, if it's anything like the Naruto UR, what you're going to need to do, guys, is you're going to need to stock up on a ton of stamina using the bentos. And every day you're going to be able to spend for fragments, awakening orbs, scrolls, etc. So this is going to be a huge event, especially for some of the bigger players who have been waiting to add to the roster and also get awakening orbs. So if this is anything like you are Naruto, this is a very exciting thing because you are now going to be able to upgrade a lot of your characters using the awakening orbs. That's probably one of the rarest commodity, or use it to get the Sasuke Uchiha Hebi here. All right, and I love the art here. I think it looks fantastic. It looks almost as good as the UR version, almost. But if he is a stunner, guys, this is a character you definitely want to go for. He will be a make or break character, most likely for PvP, and he's going to be great for free to play players because SRs are easy to farm, and you'll have a ton of fragments from Arena, right? So that's one cool announcement. Now let's go back up. Let's look at Konan and Pain here. So Pain is the UR, of course, and Konan is the SR, as predicted. I made this prediction 2 weeks ago, and I'm glad I'm right. And it still goes with the trend. A lot of you guys were saying like Bandai doesn't follow trends, but it does. Like as you can see, every FG has always been associated to Akatsuki. So a lot of people were like, well, what about Abyss last week? But you had Asuma, right? So there was some sort of element of hero there as well, too, which is always associated to Abyss. So this is really cool. I love their artwork. I'm really, 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 guys, hoping that Pain is is a AoE stunner and does some sort of new effect, and same with Konan. That'd be fantastic to add to there. So the God and Angel Judgment is their tribe. It's a 2-man tribe again. But what's really cool, and I said this like I looked back in Discord and I said this July 14th, is that when all the Akatsuki are together, their tribe will be like an 8-man or 9-man tribe. I said 9-man specifically, but as you can tell here, it looks like that's what's happening. If you have all of the Akatsuki, it looks like they're used in the tribe somehow. So I'm super excited to see how this looks and what it looks like. Now, before this video ends, the tribe is at the end of the video, so you guys can see Konan and Pain's tribe. It actually looks really cool. So take a look at that before you guys log off here and finish with the video. Now, the other cool thing about it is the campaign which comes out for Hebi is on the 31st of July. But then after that campaign is over, they have done the announcement process again. So round 2 announcements will be done on August the 5th, which they introduce a new Shinobi appearing with the half anniversary. Now, the big thing here, in my opinion, it's one of 3 Shinobi. It's either Minato, Sage Naruto, or Sage Jiraiya. Now, information regarding tribe specials. Now, this is huge. Okay, so you guys know how much I bash tribe specials. I wonder if Bandai finally got my message, because I've been emailing them and telling them make tribes better. Because right now they are the worst thing in the game, and you're calling them it's called tribe, but nobody uses them anymore because I've pretty much bashed them to hell, and for good reason as well. So I'm really hoping that with tribe specials they improve them and make them better. Like, for example, you can't block a whole churn, right? If someone's tribe gets blocked, instead of not doing anything, they just do a co-op, right? That would be the kind of thing I'm looking for. If they do that, then tribes now is better than co-op. And they should be going forward used to some extent, right? There's still obviously co-ops that will be better than tribes. But if you have the most buff characters put together, co-op will always do better. But some tribes have amazing effects. So if they do that in the announcement, that will make tribes, the actual tribes moves, much better. Now, the round 3 announcements, I think they're going to be adding additional raid levels, okay? I think they're going to increase blessing level, I think, as well, too, because that's something that they have not done yet, and a lot of us have way more than the blessing 15, like myself, for example. So I think those 2 will be the following ones. So the raid levels will increase, and then they'll increase the blessing levels. Announcement round 4, I think they're going to add tailed beasts to raids. So no longer are we going to only be doing the 3 or 2-man raids with the alliances. I think with the increase of the levels, you're going to start adding tailed beasts instead. So here's what I think is going to happen. I think you're going to do the usual 2 to 3-man raids to level 20. Once you beat the level 20, you're going to be level 21 to 25, for example, which is where I think they're going to go with this. You're going to get the tail beast versions of those people. So if you fight B, you're going to fight the 8-tail. If you fight Naruto and the adult 7, you're going to be fighting Kurama, so the 9-tail. If you fight the Orochimaru signing group, you're going to fight one of their summons. So that's the kind of idea I think they're going to go with. I think. This is just a prediction, of course, right? Round 5 announcement, I think that's when the... I think either they're going to introduce a brand new... Now, it'll be 2 weeks past, right? So every 2 weeks there's a new banner. So I'm assuming at this point they're either going to announce the war campaign, the Ninja War campaign, which will introduce the Edo Tensei characters, or they're going to start talking about Kaguya. So we'll see if that's where it goes. And then the round 6 announcement, I think they're going to be starting to announce new features and new modes. So new gameplay modes, which I'm really hoping for. So they're hoping there's brand new events, brand new feature modes, maybe live PvP, as well as maybe some cross-server action or some merging of servers. So server 1 to 6, for example, and then 7 to, what is that? That'll be 7 to 11, or 7 to 13. And then, 7 to 13, and then from there it'll be like 14 to 19. So a couple merges would be amazing to see, because then you'll have more and more action from different players interacting. So those are my predictions, guys. So stay tuned for the Tribes video of Konan and Pain. I will be pulling tomorrow. I will go through their kits. I will do showcases as usual. It all depends how good they are for how much I'm going to be actually whaling, right? So again, guys, this is Pain. I'm super excited. Thank you for making Tribes better again, Bandai, and I really hope you guys continue putting effort into this. I love this game. I support this game. But there are things that needed to be changed, so I had stopped whaling, and I haven't done any spending. But if it continues to get better, the support will always be there for me. Anyways, guys, this is Pain. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you're excited as I am. Take care.